What is the Meitei word for fire? May. What is the Kuki word for fire? Same, May. The Meitei word for eye is mit. The Kuki word for eye is mit. The Meitei word for hand is kut. The Kuki word for hand is kut. Are Meiteis and Kukis lost brothers? Yes. Are they descendants of a single ancestral population who migrated to Manipur? Yes. So are they related by blood? Yes. And are they killing their own brothers and sisters? Yes. So what is happening in Manipur is actually called fratricide, from frater or brother and serium or killing, meaning the act of killing one's own brother. Even the Nagas are closely related to the Kukis and Meiteis. They are all related by blood, by DNA. मणिपुर में जो वायलेंस हो रहा है उसका फर्क किसी को पड़ता नहीं है. Nobody actually cares about Manipur anymore. Manipur violence is not a topic of discussion anywhere. Forget about Delhi. Even people of neighboring states like Assam and Meghalaya seldom think about the state of violence. Distance between Manipur and Guwahati is equal to distance between Manipur and Delhi. One of the reasons people in Assam or Meghalaya or rest of India do not think much about Manipur violence is because we really do not understand the scale of hatred. For us, it's one brother killing another brother. For rest of Northeast India, it's about indigenous versus outsiders. But in case of Manipur, it is indigenous versus indigenous. For many people, Kukis and Meiteis are all indigenous population. For us, understanding conflict between Israelis and Palestinians is easy than understanding the conflict of Manipur. The communities of Meiteis, Kukis and Nagas have not been planted from outside all of a sudden, like the state of Israel. Nobody is claiming as chosen land or chosen people.
Well, the Jews being the chosen people being the most obvious, but it continues into, the very end of the gospel. What does that mean exactly?
These three communities will reside side by side till the end. So do they plan to keep on fighting like this? Northeast India have seen many ethnic clashes, but not at the scale what Manipur is showing to us. All the linguistic and cultural evidence shows that Meiteis, Nagas and Kukis had one common ancestor who spoke a common language thousands of years back. Evidence is clearly visible in the words spoken by both the communities. What is the Meitei word for fire? May. What is the Kuki word for fire? Same, May. The pronunciation may be different, but the root word is same. The Meitei word for eye is mit. The Kuki word for eye is mit. The Meitei word for hand is kut. The Kuki word for hand is kut. The Meitei word for pig is ok. The Kuki word for hand is ok. The Meitei word for good is a faba. The Kuki word for hand is fa. The common origin was noticed even by the Western explorer who noted the similarities between the communities. In Linguistic Survey of India Volume 3 published in the year 1903, George Abraham Grierson have placed Meitei language as a link between Kuki-Chin and Kachin languages, citing a common ancestral population. He writes, "There are many more points of resemblance between Meitei and Kuki than between Meitei and any other Tibeto-Burman languages such as Naga or Kachin. There is no doubt that Meitei is more closely connected with the Kuki-Chin languages than with any other group." William McCulloch served as the political agent for the Manipur Kingdom, which was a British protectorate for a period of 27 years. He acquired an intimate knowledge of the land and the people of Manipur, publishing a book, Account of the Valley of Manipur and of the Hill Tribes in the year 1859, which has been regarded as authoritative by Indian and Western writers. He wrote, "I have came to the conclusion that Meiteis are the descendants from the tribes who are still residing in the hills surrounding the Imphal Valley. The written records, having mostly been composed since they became Hindus, are not worthy of much credit. The languages spoken by these tribes are in their pristine state, and there is no doubt that the Meiteis, Kukis and Nagas are all related. The Meitei king historically wears tangkhul customary attire during the coronation ceremony and other significant state functions, a practice that highlights the integration of different ethnic groups in the state's traditional political structure. The Meitei king specifically wears a tangkhul shawl known to the tangkhul community as ruiram or luiram, which is widely known to the Meiteis as leuram, fi or mung fi. In the hills and valleys of Manipur lies a powerful truth, one that echoes through times. The Kukis, the Meiteis and the Nagas, though divided by landscape, share a common origin. This ancient connection comes alive during Lai Haroba, one of the most sacred festivals of the Meitei people. As the air fills with rhythm and ritual, a haunting folk song rises. Chingra taba maige tamda taba maige wakon tanoi no. Sung in its pure primordial tune, the song carries more than melody, it carries memory. It tells a story of oneness, of people from the hills and the valley bound not by distance but by blood, by history, by a shared beginning. In its haunting note lies a reminder that they were never truly separate. History took a turning point, and with it, the course of identity began to change. In the 17th century, during the reign of King Charai Rongba, Hinduism was declared the state religion of Manipur. The Meiteis were gradually drawn into the wider Vaishnava world, reshaping their cultural and spiritual identity. But this transformation did not happen in isolation. By the early 19th century, the hill communities began embracing Christianity, and with that an invisible distance started to grow. The traditional beliefs that once connected the hill people to the Meiteis, fragile yet meaningful, slowly disappeared. Christian missionaries discouraged age-old festivals and rituals, labeling them as primitive and pagan. Over time, rich traditions faded, and a shared cultural bridge began to crumble. While Christianity reshaped life in the hills, the Meitei society, deeply rooted in Orthodox Hinduism, remained distant. Two communities, once bound by common origin, language, and culture, began walking separate paths. And then came politics, deepening the divide, turning the distance into distrust. Despite their shared roots, they stood apart, often in conflict, forgetting the unity that once defined them. But history still whispers a truth we cannot ignore. They were never strangers, they were always one, and perhaps it is the time to remember.